How's it going, car people? It's Lucas here back with another car review. Today I present to you this 2020 BMW X3M Competition. As always, I will start it up, show you the engine, as well as show you around the interior and the exterior of the car. So, let's go ahead and get started. Upon unlocking the car, the power folding side mirrors will automatically fold out, and upon locking, they will fold back in. If you hold down the unlock button, you can actually roll down all four windows at the same time. And to roll the windows back up, just hold down the lock button. The X3M Competition comes standard with a smart key access system via the rip patterns located on all four door handles. To use it, just make sure you have the key fob on you, say in your pocket. As you can see, the car is currently unlocked. To lock it, just touch the rib portion, hold your finger on it for a few seconds to fold the side mirrors in, and to unlock, just touch behind the handle. This X3M is finished off in a sunstone metallic exterior and comes paired with a two-tone black and mid-red beige merino leather interior with Alcantara inserts. Along with the smart key access system, push-button start is standard on the G01 X3, and in the case of the X3M Competition, you have a red start button. So, just make sure you have the key fob inside the car, put your foot on the brake, and hit the button to start. So, let's go ahead and cut on the headlights, fog lights, and hazards. All four windows are fully automatic. So, let's go ahead and check out the exterior of the X3M. The BMW X3 is a compact luxury crossover manufactured by BMW since 2003. It is currently in its third generation. The first generation, the E83, ran from 2003 to 2010, the second, the F25, from 2011 to 2017, and the third and current generation, the G01, has been in production since 2018. The G01 X3 was revealed in June 2017 for the 2018 model year, and was assembled in many different countries. It is related to the G02 BMW X4, and shares a lot of technology with the G30 BMW 5 Series. The G01 is a little bit lighter and nicer equipped than its predecessor. It is available in rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configuration. The G01 X3 has no specific trim levels, as the variants it is available as are the trim levels. The variants available from launch were the gasoline-powered xDrive 20i, xDrive 30i, and M40i, as well as the diesel-powered xDrive 20d, xDrive 30d, M40d, and the Alpina XD3, which was introduced at the 2018 Geneva Motor Show. In 2019, the S-Drive 30i and the higher performance M and M Competition joined the pack. The M40i variant also went on a short hiatus in 2019, but was brought back 1 year later. New for the 2020 model year and not available on previous generations were the plug-in hybrid xDrive 30e and the fully electric iX3. By the way, different code names were applied to the X3M and the iX3. The X3M and M Competition received the F97 code name, while the iX3 is known as the G08. On the exterior of this X3M Competition, you'll find projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, a gloss black front grille with an X3M badge, a camera on the front and under the side mirrors as part of the 360-degree camera, front and rear parking sensors, gloss black X3M badged fender vents, gloss black carbon fiber side mirrors, body colored door handles, tinted rear windows, LED tail lights, rear fog lights, X3M Competition badges on the rear hatch, quad exit exhausts, and 21-inch 5 double-spoke alloy wheels on Michelin Pilot Sport 265/40 ZR21 tires. The X3M Competition is powered by BMW's S58 B30 codenamed 3-liter, dual overhead cams, 24 valves, twin turbocharged inline 6-cylinder engine. It produces 503 horsepower at 6250 RPM and 443 pound-feet of torque from 2600 to 5600 RPM. It does 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or 0 to 62 miles an hour in 4.1 seconds and has a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour or 155 miles an hour. With a fuel tank size of 65 liters or 17.2 gallons, estimated fuel economy for the X3M Competition in liters per 100 kilometers is 12.8 city, 9.1 highway, and 10.5 combined. In miles per gallon, that is 18 city, 26 highway, and 22 combined. The X3M is all-wheel drive. You do get a 14-way power-adjustable driver's seat, side bolt string extension, as well as front seat cushion extension, which is manual, the only thing that's manual, 4-way lumbar, slide, height adjustment, recline, leather padded door panels, carbon fiber trim, aluminum interior door handle, 2-person memory settings for the driver's seat, power locks, power windows, power mirrors, power folding mirrors as well. Storage, bottle holder, X3M Competition door sills down below, as well as some carpet floor mats with the M badge, panel dim, and headlight switch. Alright, so let's go ahead, hop inside, do a few revs, and see how it sounds. This X3M comes with tri-zone automatic climate control, fan speed, individual temperature settings for the driver and passenger, as well as individual different zones, front and rear defrost, AC, recycling. You can sync all of the zones at once via this button. You'd also have tri-stage heated seats for the driver and passenger. Coming over to your infotainment screen, currently we are on the home screen. This is everything you can access. We'll go through it all one by one. You can see all of your different options for playing music. You've got USB, screen mirroring, Bluetooth, AM/FM radio. Here are your sound settings. You can manage the mobile devices connected to the vehicle's Bluetooth system. And you can personalize the menu as well, which pretty much lets you check off what you would like to have access to. You can also save some radio stations depending on what you like. Let's go ahead and do a quick sound demo. This vehicle is equipped with a Harman Kardon audio system, as you can see via the speakers on the A-pillars. One other thing this vehicle is equipped with is gesture control. The sensor for it is right underneath the rear view mirror. If you move your finger in a circular motion underneath the sensor, you can turn the volume up or down, like this. Very, very good sounding system. If we head over to the communication, you can see your contacts, recent calls, dial a number, as well as you can manage the mobile devices from here as well. You've got BMW Assistance, BMW Messages. You can record voice memos as well. You can also personalize the menu here. You can see all the options that you've got. You can personalize every menu, whether it be navigation, connected drive, my vehicle, and whatnot. Navigation, you can see your recent destinations, put in a new one, view the map, as well as all of your journeys. Here's some of the settings, like route settings. You can set your home address, the volume, and all of that. Here's your connected drive menu. You can see you've got BMW Assistance, Concierge Services, BMW Messages, and here are some of the vehicle's apps. You've got Amazon Alexa, weather, news, you can do an online search, you've got a travel guide, as well as Park Now. Also, when just on the screen, you can see the weather. Over here to My Vehicle, you've got all of the vehicle settings, like the speed warning, parking, climate comfort, tracking the vehicle, and various other settings. Let's go ahead and move to the interior lighting, which is this vehicle's ambient lighting. It's very hard to see in the daytime, but it does have it. You can change the color, adjust the brightness, dim it for night driving. I failed to mention this in the video, but the M setup has a few features specific to the X3M. You can configure the heads-up display. The M xDrive menu lets you switch between regular four-wheel drive and four-wheel drive sport, but only when the traction control is off. The memory settings are also not just for the driver's seating position. They are also for the driver's preferred modes for the engine, chassis, and steering. You change it all from the infotainment system. These menus are also accessible via the red switches on the steering wheel. You've also got driver profiles, the vehicle status, you've got some of the technology settings, driving information. You've also got the owner's manual. Very useful. Last but not least, here are some notifications. Currently there are none. Overall, it is a very nice infotainment system to use. Also, if you ever needed a shortcut to the home screen, you've got it in the top left corner. In the top right corner, you have the clock, as well as some minimal information on the device currently connected to the vehicle's Bluetooth system. You've got carbon fiber trim going across the dash. This button lets you change the radio source, and this button turns on and off the traffic information. Power button for the radio, which doubles as the volume knob. These 7 buttons right here can assign something to the vehicle, but currently they are not assigned, as you can see. This is a shortcut to the connected drive menu. Seat track buttons, eject button for the CD player. You can see some of the aluminum trim underneath the carbon fiber. X3M Competition badge down here with some gloss black trim. Cup holders, 12-volt power outlet, and a USB input. If you didn't want to control the infotainment system by touching the screen, you've also got some buttons down here. Most of these buttons are a shortcut to all of the various menus that I showed you earlier, as well as you've also got this little dial right here. Traction control, all of the modes for the vehicle itself, the suspension, as well as the steering. This button opens and closes the exhaust valves for more or less sound depending on your preference. Parking sensors, camera settings. This vehicle does have a 360-degree camera, as I mentioned earlier. Downhill assist control. Electronic parking brake with auto hold function. Some more carbon fiber. Stitched armrest with storage inside. Glove box, nice and felt lined, also illuminated with all of your owner's literature. 3-spoke design, leather wrapped steering wheel with color-coded stitching on the inside to match the colors of the M badge, which there is one on the bottom spoke. Cruise control, audio controls, Bluetooth phone, voice recognition, stuff like that. Stitched airbag cover, turn signal, and wiper stalks. The steering wheel is also manually tilting and telescoping. On the gauge cluster itself, fuel gauge, speedometer, tachometer, X3M badge, engine temperature, and down below you have the clock, as well as the odometer. This vehicle has 8,000 kilometers on it. Trip meter. You can see the modes that both the vehicle itself, the suspension, and the steering are in. By using the top button on the back of the turn signal stalk, you can change some of the info that you can see on the bottom of the display on the gauge cluster. You can see some of your fuel economy data, average speed, average fuel economy, a compass to nothing, and back to the odometer and trip meter. And whenever you change the mode for the steering, the suspension, and the vehicle itself, it will also show up here. Grip handle for the driver, Bluetooth mic, sun visor with vanity mirror and light, auto dimming rearview mirror with the sensor for the gesture control as I showed earlier, your front interior lights. You have SOS in this vehicle as well. All of the materials on the seats and door panels carry through to the back. Carbon fiber trim. X badge. Storage down below with bottle holder. Hopping in. I'm just over 6 feet tall, and the driver's seat is currently in a position where I would sit. And as you can see, I have a plentiful amount of leg room, and a nice amount of headroom too. So overall, it's really nice here in the back seat of the GL1 X3. You do have a center armrest with cup holders. You can also fold the whole thing down and make a nice little pass-through to the trunk. No storage pockets on the back seats, unfortunately. But you do have grip handles for the rear, as well as interior lights. Down here are your rear climate controls. Fan speed is once again controlled by the driver, but you do have temperature settings, as well as automatic mode and 2 zones back here. And when you turn it on, you do have a display back here as well. Alright, that's it for the back seat. Let's go ahead and check out trunk space. This X3M is equipped with a powered trunk which can be operated 4 different ways. You have the button on the key fob, the switch on the driver's door, the button under the BMW logo on the trunk itself, as well as a hands-free opening mechanism that comes along with the smart key access system. Just have the key fob on you, walk up to the car, and kick your foot under the rear bumper to open the trunk. Trunk space in the GL1 X3 is 19.4 cubic feet. Fold down the 40-20-40 split folding rear seats and remove the cargo cover to expand cargo space to 56.5 cubic feet. Inside the trunk, you'll find storage pockets to the side and under the trunk floor, a cargo net, handles to fold down the rear seats, coat hooks, and a 12-volt power outlet. Alright, and that is going to wrap up the review on the 2020 BMW X3M Competition. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.